Lady and gentlemen, good morning, all of you. My name is Professor Rasheedah Liman, the Executive Secretary of our State Scholarship Board. With me are members of my board. They will quickly introduce themselves one after the other before we continue.
Director of Finance and Accounting. That's what we're like, wow. Nice.
So, personal assistant to the secretary.
So, I'm sorry, I'm concerned about what the Student Association is
I'm the financial secretary of the Student Association.
I'm sorry, Director, I'm the director of the Student Association. So, I'm the university.
I'm Sam, the Secretary General of the Student Association. I'm the Secretary of the Student Association. I'm Missionary Brian, Zambia Aircraft, Member Swan Audios,
I'm the Vice President of the Student Association.
So there is Gusau local government representative here.
No, he just chipped me.
He just chipped it in. Okay, because I didn't know we're dealing with local governments. So good morning once again. Thank you all for coming. Just like you all know, His Excellency Dr. Dauda Lawal, the Executive Governor of Zamfara State, is very much focused on the issue of education in Zamfara State. Our goal and objective is to change the narrative completely about education in the state. The Scholarship Board, of course, was established in order to support the educational development of all students that are indigenous of the state. And that's why we are here. We are here to introduce ourselves to our students, and also want our students to know us. As far as we're concerned, the business of education is a collective one, is a partnership, right? So that's why it's important that we are all on the same page when it comes to, you know, what we're supposed to do, the way forward on education. This interactive section is so that the students can understand what we are planning to do. You people are the ESCO of the Zamfara State Student Association, right, of Usman Dan Fodio University. The reason why we thought it's important is that we need you people to help us trickle down information to others. We can't reach everybody, but our idea is that when we start to work, we want nobody left behind. In the coming weeks and months, there are scholarship and bursary schemes that the Scholarship Board, through the help of His Excellency Dr. Dauda Lawal, will be rolling out. We want a situation whereby every indigene of the states, wherever they are, whatever higher institution they are, benefit from it. And that's why we thought it is important to have this interactive section with the association so that they can assist us. We've been going around with the FAZAM's president. So the idea is he takes the information, gives it to the ESCO, and ESCO are also supposed to assist us in the process of dissemination. We are also planning to open our website very soon. The idea is for all students to go to the website and register. We are in the automated age now, digital world, right? So we're not going to be doing business as usual. I want a situation whereby everybody is, you know, registered at the website, so that when we start, all you need is the information that you give us, and then you get your alert. We also came, of course, to meet with the management, because, of course, like I said, we are all stakeholders. There are certain information that we need from management, which has to do with the data of the number of our students that are registered. You know, you can be a student in Usman Dan Fodio University, but if you are not registered, you know, you are not a student yet. So it's not everybody that is automatic. The list that they have of our registered students are the ones we're actually interested in. We have our online data. I'm sure some of you filled the Google form. So we have that. So what we need now is the hard copy that they have, so that we can synthesize the information that we have on our students. So in brief, that is why we've come. If there are questions, observations, comments from the ESCO, I'm here. Members of my board are here. People can ask, but please don't go over my my border. My border is scholarship. Don't take me outside of it, please. All right. Thank you very much.
So thank you very much, Prof. I've been in this institution for 15 years. This is the second time I'm seeing somebody from the state looking for student welfare. I could remember during last administrations, that is that of Liman Bokura, since 2004. Since then, we have not noticed any executive from any personnel from the Zamfara state to come and visit us just to look for student welfare. So it's a very good recommendation for this particular administration. Not only the Dodad administration, but when I heard that a professor was appointed as executive secretary, I know something very important will be done. And the reason why I say that, we know the academicians are the one. I believe that the executive governor has made a right appointment, appointing Professor Rasheedah Liman as executive secretary. You are highly welcome. Student welfare is one of the major issues that we're supposed to look into. We interact with the student. I mean, with you also interact. So we that interact with students, we know what they face. As I'm standing here, I can point out some students that drop out not because they are not intelligent, not because they cannot do it, because they don't have something to even feed themselves. Talk less of what they pay, what they will pay for their restorations. So I believe with this, our kids, we really appreciate and thank you so much, and you are highly welcome. And cooperation, whatever you need. So I want to tell you that the information you need from the management, thank God, the person that is heading the MIS who will generate the data is also from the first state. Yes, so by doing that, I know you will give us a maximum cooperation so that we can have all what we need. Thank you so much, ma'am. Yeah.
In the business of education, it will be good for us to know you so that you also get to know us, because it's going to be a continuous process. Essentially, what we would need is our student data. In the next coming weeks and months, we plan on rolling out scholarships and bursaries for our students. We do have online data, but we know that is not sufficient. It will be better to get the core data from the institutions, so that we will not leave any of our students behind. We would like to also use this opportunity to thank you and also thank the administration for receiving us. I know everybody has been busy. It's not easy, but we thank you. And just like I told the students, we want to operate as partners, so that all stakeholders come on board so that we can be successful at what we are about to do. We'll keep coming and coming, because the students come and they go, they come and they go, and we'll have to keep updating our data. So please don't get tired of us.
No.
We'll keep coming back to you. Okay. Thank you very much. Essentially,
yes. The little hitch we had was that the letter sent to me was directly addressed to the Vice Chancellor.
Okay.
So I cannot act on that letter because it is not addressed to me. I have to print it and then send it to the VC's office. So, and which I'm yet to receive response from the Vice Chancellor. This is just a copy of that letter.
Yes.
So that's why I could not get back to you as soon as possible.
Yes, I'm sorry,
yes.
Federal universities, they have a slight protocol issue. So when they are coming to a federal university, the moment there's a slight protocol issue, is always a problem.
So that's
other places we actually wrote through the deal, but we had a slight change last minute when we were advised to.
If you address it to the dean, that's no problem.
Okay.
I can reply you and then arrange. I can see the VC directly.
Okay.
And then we'll give you the time. But since it is addressed to the VC,
okay.
I cannot act on it. Okay. I will have to take it to him, then he will have to send it back to me before I will take next action.
Okay,
so
no problem.
So that's it. So you are very much welcome.
Thank you.
And I'm happy to see that somebody of your caliber is chairing the affairs of the scholarship board of the Forest State, and inshallah we look forward to. I know for some years back, the Forest State students have been having some hitches in the university. I know they used to come to me often and often, complaining of one problem or the other because of that cut off in the flow of their bursary awards. So, but we are happy now that something of this nature is springing up again, and all our northwestern states students cannot survive without scholarship. Sincerely speaking, no northern states. We are yet to get that.
No, we are not at that level
stage where we can leave our students to fend on their own. It's not advisable, sincerely speaking. But we are happy that Zamfara State has deemed it fit that they are coming to the aid of their students. I will pray that God will assist them.
Amen.
And I pray for journey mercies.
Thank you very much.
Back to your destination.
Thank you very much. All right, I think we'll take a group photograph outside.
One of the management staff from this university, and all the issue of scholarship has to do with student information, and which I believe is in your custody. So let us just have a 2-minute and pay you a visit. I know from time to time, Prof, you'll be visiting, you will be having a kind of communication, looking for student data and other things. That's why I said let us just come and see you for a 2-minute visit and make a kind of familiarized visit so that she can see you and you can also see her about able energetic ES from the Zamfara Scholarship Board. I know she always have something to say.
You've said everything. I don't have anything.
I know, that's why I said.
Good morning, sir. We're sorry once more. When he told me, I felt also that it's important for us to see you, at least introduce ourselves to you briefly, and also seek for your assistance. We are from the Zamfara State Scholarship Board, and in the next coming few weeks and months, we want to roll out scholarships and bursaries for our students. Actually, we've come to introduce ourselves to our partners in Udus. So we'll be seeking for your assistance in terms of getting concrete data of our students, and of course we'll keep coming because we have to keep updating our data concerning our students. So essentially that's why we've come. The added advantage is that I heard you're also from Zamfara, so we've come home.
Exactly. Yeah. Well, thank you very much, Ma. Good morning, everyone, other members. I thank you very much for honoring me, because this is an honor for you to really come so that we can have a chat with respect to the Zamfara students as it relates to their the possible scholarships. Actually, I'm happy to note that Zamfara State is now coming back to really support our children, brothers and sisters. For the past 4 or 5 years, the Zamfara students have really suffered quite a lot due to lack of any financial support from the government. Until this year, when Senator Abdul Aziz Yari decided to provide scholarship to about 114 students, and I learned he has even paid the money to the accounts of the university. But that is grossly inadequate when it comes to the number of students we have from Zamfara. and that needs a lot of support. Therefore, the Zamfara State government should not be discouraged because there is this kind of scholarship, because definitely it will not be enough. Your support is extremely needed. Presently, the number of students from Zamfara keeps going down, and one of the reasons is due to this lack of financial support. So I'm sure with what the state government is doing now, that will improve. Now, from our own part, we'll be more than ready, willing to provide you with whatever support that you need with respect to having access to data of students from Zamfara State, generally. What we can even do is to even make sure that right from your desk, you can have access to the data. We can create a window for you with all the data that you really need, so that all you need to do is to click and you get all the relevant data. I think that's the best thing. So we'll really be able to do this. But what we will need is for you to write officially to the Vice Chancellor requesting for something like this.
We had actually sent a letter.
Okay.
And in that letter, it contained that we needed data for our students.
Yeah.
Hopefully, the dean would communicate properly to him, and if need be, they need a follow-up letter. We can always do that.
Yes.
There's no problem.
Yeah, but this data is now going to be that will be produced, and once it is produced, it is there. But I'm looking at even online, real-time update to that data. For example, now confirmation is ongoing. Maybe let's assume 100 students of Zamfara have been confirmed. If we produce the list now, you'll get 100. Now, if by tomorrow 5 more are confirmed, you won't have that.
Yes.
But if you have that window, the moment you click, you now see they are now 105.
Yes.
And then you can sort them by program, you can sort them by local government, and whatever data that you really require, you need to tell us clearly that on that window, we want to see A, B, C, D for each of the students, so that we can now be able to do that. If you want also a process in which you verify the students online, we can also work with you to do that, so that as soon as you verify, that student will now be verified. So if you want to have a list of all those that you have verified, you can also have it. So whatever data you need, in whatever way you need it, we are willing and ready to really support you to get that data. Thank you very much for your time. Yes.
We're here, and we're also scheduled to visit other schools. I wish we had more time to sit and chat with you.
It's all right.
So
it's all right.
We're sorry we breezed in. We're also going to breathe out.
Yeah, no problem. But I just want to say, for those other institutions you are going to visit,
yes,
tell them something like this. Why do you have to continue going round for you to get data? And one of the challenges is that when you now write a request for data, sometimes it will take a month in some places, sometimes even longer.
The idea is for them to see us.
Yes, fine.
Like I said, we've come to introduce ourselves, so that it wouldn't be like some people are asking, but we don't know them.
Yeah.
So that's the general idea.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
But going forward,
yes,
let them do similar things that we are trying to do for you.
Yes.
Even if they say they cannot do it, we can also support them to do it. As long as they have the portal. So you can have a general portal about students from Zamfara State, from each of the institutions that you like, or generally for all the institutions. We'll be more than willing to support that.
Would introduce that to those that don't already have it. And then, of course, we'll also get back to you, sir.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you
We are
very much.
grateful, sir.